Okay, moving on. You guys have to see this next video. It's absolutely mental. Straight out of Chile, apparently. There's this dude just casually kayaking off the coast, minding his own business, probably thinking about fish tacos or whatever, and then bam! A fucking humpback whale surfaces right underneath him. We're talking a literal mountain of blubber appearing from the depths. It looks like the whale just inhaled him, kayak and all.
Oh my god, Kiki, are you serious? A whale? Like, actually in its mouth? That sounds terrifying. Can we see the clip? The sheer scale difference must be mind-blowing.
Hold on. Let's get the facts straight before we declare this guy Jonah 2.0. I saw this floating around. The video looks insane, definitely. But the marine biologists and experts chimed in pretty quickly. They're saying the whale wasn't trying to eat him. It was likely lunge feeding or gulp feeding, basically opening its massive mouth to hoover up a school of fish or krill, and the kayaker just happened to be in the wrong place at the absolute worst time. It apparently spat him right back out almost instantly.
Oh sure, Nina. Accidentally. The whale just needed a little human-flavored palate cleanser before the main course of krill. Maybe it was trying out a new fusion cuisine?
Right. Oops, sorry, mate. Didn't see you there floating in my lunch. The indifference of nature is sometimes more terrifying than malice.
Look, I'm just relaying what the people who actually study these 50-ton animals are saying. But yeah, the visual is pure nightmare fuel. 0 stars. Do not recommend the experience.
It immediately makes you think of those ancient stories, doesn't it? Like Jonah getting swallowed, or the sheer terrifying power of Moby Dick. There's something so primal about the idea of being consumed by a creature from the deep. It taps into a collective human dread.
Totally. It's that deep-seated fear of the unknown ocean. Like, we think we're masters of the planet, then a whale almost swallows some dude's kayak like it's a rogue Cheerio in a swimming pool. Puts things in perspective. Holy shit. My thalassophobia just went through the fucking roof watching this. I'm not even sure I want to take a bath tonight. The drain looks kinda sus.
It's that feeling of utter vulnerability, isn't it? Being a tiny speck in an environment that is ours, where creatures infinitely larger and more powerful barely register our existence until they accidentally scoop us up. There's a strange, unsettling poetry to it.
And that's precisely why this blew up online. It checks all the viral boxes. You've got the insane WTF just happened moment caught clearly on camera. High stakes, someone nearly became whale chow. Then there's the relatable human fear factor, mixed with the sheer spectacle of nature's power. It's visually stunning and horrifying all at once. Perfect clickbait, perfect share material. People couldn't look away.
Exactly. It's got that morbid curiosity element, like watching a car crash, but with more blubber. You gasp, you cringe, maybe you laugh nervously, and then you immediately send it to 5 friends. Caption, WTF is, you to this?
And the online comments are gold. Half the people are like, poor guy, hope he's okay. And the other half are making whale puns and arguing about whether he provoked it by wearing a brightly colored kayak. Humans are weird.
Okay, real talk. Is this guy ever going near anything larger than a puddle again? I bet his therapist is going to need a therapist after hearing this story. So, tell me about your week. Well, Doc, I got briefly inhaled by a humpback.
Future dating profile. Enjoys long walks on the beach, non-aquatic hobbies. Survivor.
You have to admit, there's an element of incredible luck, though. To be momentarily inside a whale's mouth and come out relatively unscathed, that's a story for the grandkids. Assuming he ever goes near children or loud noises again, the whale probably didn't even notice him. Like getting a fly in your mouth. Annoying, spit it out, move on.
Yeah, minimal injury apparently meant just bruises and scratches. Sounds like a typical Tuesday for an extreme sports enthusiast, maybe. Or perhaps just proof that whale mouths are surprisingly gentle when they're not actively crushing krill. Good to know.
Imagine the insurance claim. Reason for kayak damage. Briefly resided inside marine mammal. I bet State Farm hasn't got a form for that. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two, but not yours it.
It's just another reminder, isn't it? We can build cities, fly to the moon, but the ocean, it's still this vast, wild, unpredictable place. We're just guests there, and sometimes the host accidentally tries to eat us.
Pretty much. Nature doesn't follow our rules or expectations. Sometimes it just does something completely, utterly insane, and we get a viral video out of it.
And a hell of a story for a podcast. Seriously, though. That dude needs a drink, or maybe just a lifetime supply of very dry land. What a fucking ride.